This little lord of mine.
I love saying who.
All right, you ready?
Yes, I am. Oh my God, look how I want a body like that. You know, like a body yaddy yaddy. Hey everybody, welcome back.
Hello.
Wait, hold on.
Well.
I said that so fast.
It's
I was like, hi everybody, welcome back.
That's fine.
How you doing? How's everybody doing?
Probably good.
Probably A-okay.
Yes, welcome back. Ow. Welcome back. There's a stool under the table and I hit my shin on it. Son of a gun.
Well. Fancy seeing you
here, people. Welcome to the Double Distraction Podcast. I'm Ceara.
I'm Shannon, and we are the Double D girls. That
Welcome
doesn't
back.
mean we have double D's.
Welcome if you're new.
That
doesn't mean we have double D's. I just heard it.
I definitely don't have double D's, but
don't come for me.
Welcome back. This podcast is fun. I think it's gonna be a little fun talking about.
Yes.
Well, we're going to talk about
this episode
romance, not Valentine's Day necessarily, because I wanted to talk. Well, we both wanted to talk about the 5 love languages, which
for Valentine's Day. I forgot Valentine's Day was coming up, by the way, because it doesn't seem like it's happening.
I did not, because Valentine's Day is my lifeblood, and I survive off of waiting for it. So, no, just kidding. That's dramatic.
Right.
But
before we get started, don't forget to follow. Exactly.
Yes, okay.
I actually remembered.
Ceara,
don't forget to check out our Instagram, double.distraction.pod. We post our updates there. You can see fun stuff that we're up to, fun posts that are original, that we make ourselves. Shade to other podcasts. Hella shade because we make our own stuff. And don't forget to subscribe to us here on YouTube so you don't miss any of our videos. Audio videos.
Right, audio videos. I have told Ceara this so many times, but I cannot wait for the day until we are on Spotify, which is coming soon. But because as myself, even listening to the podcast, I despise that YouTube doesn't let you listen to audio when you're doing other things on your phone.
If you had an Android, you could do it. I just slide it to a different window and work on my phone.
But just know I'm working very hard to make that change.
She's very serious about it.
But even before we start talking about the love languages, I want to talk about something. And Ceara doesn't know even what this is.
I do not.
But last episode, as you guys know, was about arguing. And I talked about how, like, I'm so bad at arguing. And I hate how I am and how angry I get. Wow. The mic just wanted to jump off the stand. Anyway, last episode was about arguing, and I talked a little bit about myself. I want to come in with a life update related to that topic very quickly. I woke up this morning in a terrible mood. There were reasons. I'm not going to get into details of it, but I woke up in a really bad mood. Kind of like a depression moment. Like I was on the low end, you know, because I struggle with depression, but anyway, I was on the low end this morning, and there were reasons for it, yada, yada, yada. I was not going to confront those feelings or, like, talk about them with said person that I won't name, but I end up doing it, and lo and behold, as my argumentative nature is, it turned into a bit of an argument. However, I want to say it is so worth it. Because I was saying in the last episode how you shouldn't, like, keep things in because it, like, whatever. I was falling into the trap and I was keeping it in. But I decided not to. And I feel so much better. Like,
really?
So much better. Like, honestly, speaking your mind and not being angry and just, like, getting it out helps so much. Also,
exactly. That's what happens when you fight to keep the peace instead of fight to win.
Yes, and also in order to, just so I can relate it to this episode, it had to do with, like, advocating for myself in a relationship and kind of, you know, what I want and what I don't want and things like that. And I, being someone that we've also talked about this, I've been in some bad situations previously. I never really learned how in a relationship, whether that be like a friendship or a romantic relationship. In this case, since it's Valentine's Day, we'll keep it relationship related, but I never really learned how to do that. Like, you know, speak up for what I wanted, because I would always go with whatever the other person wanted and things like that. Mm-hmm. But I can also say that, you know, it's really hard to do it, but you guys really like advocate for yourselves, make sure that you're standing up for yourself and getting exactly what you want, because at the end of it, even though it's hard in the moment, afterwards you will not regret it. It feels amazing. I felt so much better. The relationship is stronger, I feel. So I wanted to start with that because it ties into last episode, but also I think it's relevant to relationships in general. Like, you need to stand up for yourself.
My favorite part of all of this is you were like, I don't want to talk about who the person is. And then you very clearly, you're like, the person I'm in a relationship with, we had and you completely went off of.
Anyway, I hope that wasn't too boring, but you know, it happened this morning and we were filming today and I was like, perfect.
Let it out.
Let me give a little update to the people. Mm-hmm. We're talking about love languages.
I love anything that has to do with human psychology. I love talking about, or like quizzes in general. You guys can take the quiz. The link is in the description and you can take it as well. You can pause right now and take it before we start getting into it.
Yeah, if you want to kind of know,
or if you already know, get ready, strap in. We're about to get into it.
Get ready, baby.
So Shannon, first, can you give them a rundown of what the 5 love languages are?
So basically the 5 love languages, honestly, the intention of them is just to kind of detail and describe, I guess, the ways in which people like to be loved. So let me look up for you.
You don't have it?
So
I'm sorry.
I do. I just, I don't know.
I was like, I threw it
like closed, so I was trying to, anyway. So it's quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, physical touch, and words of affirmation. I mean, honestly, they're all pretty self-explanatory, so I'm sure you can decipher what they mean. But, well, there's a book on the 5 love languages, which my aunt, shout out to Janet.
Why did you hesitate?
Because I was gonna say Tata, but then I was like, let me not. Anyway, she bought me the book, and I have yet to read it. But I realized that
you have the book and you haven't read it. You have to pay for the test. That's how expensive this whole process is. Give me the book. If you're not gonna read it, give it to me.
I'm going to read it, but I just haven't had time. But anyway. So yes, there's a book on it that you can read, and it like describes things for you. Also, there's the quiz, which I took, and you took, right?
Yeah.
So
I take it like probably once every 2 weeks, because what happens to me is the thing that I've learned about love languages that matters more than about me is human psychology teaches you that people love the way that they want to be loved. So people will always do to others as they wish to have done unto them.
Yes.
So I always look up the love languages to see. I'm like, oh, this person really likes this. So maybe this is their main love language. So I always take it again just to see if I change, and also just to refresh my mind on like who in my life is what.
So again, for a little more background, so this started out with Dr. Jerry Chapman, his book, The 5 Love Languages, which is the one I was referring to. #1 New York Times bestseller book. So, and then that spurred like all these quizzes and all that stuff, right? So basically, he has a little description of what he was trying to do, but his truth, I guess, is that relationships grow better when you understand each other. Everyone gives and receives love differently. But with a little insight into these differences, we can be confidently equipped to communicate love well. So what I take from the love languages and this whole conversation is just like, I want to be loved differently than like Ceara wants to be loved, or my mom or my aunt or anyone, right? Like, we all have differences, but to best love our partner,
literally anyone in your life.
Literally anyone, even if it's a friend, because they have their preferences too. Like, it just helps you to, one, better understand the other person, but understand how you should communicate to them
in the best way that they would understand.
Right? Like, if I'm for example, if I'm a touchy-feely person, and we all know Ceara is not a touchy-feely person.
I am not.
If I just
I am
came up to her
in relationships though. That's the off switch.
But as her friend, if I came up to her and I was like hugging and whatever, like our relationship wouldn't work because Ceara doesn't like that, right? So me having that knowledge, me having that knowledge of her helps me to be a better friend to her. So that's kind of the whole. For me, that's why I even care at all about this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like the love languages because it helps me understand other people. So I want to know I think I might actually, real quick, let me guess. So they are, so they are quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation. I'm going to say, in general, I'm going to get rid of physical touch.
You getting for me? You're getting rid of
I'm getting rid of physical touch. I'm gonna get rid of. Ooh, of course my screen would shut down right now. I know you like quality time, but I'm gonna get rid of quality time. I'll get rid of words of affirmation. I'm gonna say you're between receiving gifts and acts of service. I will say you are. God, this is hard. Scratch everything I said. I'm going quality time.
Oh my God.
Quality time.
As my top one, you're incorrect.
Dang it. My second guess was receiving gifts.
Also incorrect.
Frickety frack.
Frickety frackety frack. Do you want to know what my actual
is?
Okay, so in order of top, my top is words of affirmation.
Really?
Honestly, I could have told you the exact order before even taking this quiz. Like, I guessed exactly what this order was going to be. But anyway, so my first one, words of affirmation. 110%. I love when people tell me in relation to relationship. That was a lot of...
Go ahead.
In relation to romantic relationships, I love, like, tell me you love me, tell me why you love me, tell me I'm beautiful, tell me why I'm beautiful, why do you love, like, every detail. I want every detail all the time of exactly how you're feeling about me. It makes me feel so good all
You're
the
like,
time.
do you even really like me? Is this all a joke?
That's me.
Did I trick myself into thinking you like me?
That is me. I'm like, do you really? I mean, why?
Why?
Anyway,
Why?
So my top one, words of affirmation. My second one is quality time. Which I agree with also. Third, acts of service. Fourth, I'm sorry. Receiving gifts, and then last is physical touch.
Okay.
I can survive without, being cuddly. Even though I like
I think that's the one I got rid of first.
I'm gonna guess yours.
You're gonna guess mine?
Yes.
Okay, good luck with that.
I'm gonna get it wrong.
No, I think you'll get it.
For sure.
I think you'll get it.
For your first, I'm gonna say...
I don't know the order. I only did the one that gives you the main one. I just know the main one. And if you ask me what my second one is, I know which one it is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that your top is... Well, I'm getting rid of physical touch. We already talked about that. Well, in a romantic relationship, that might be in there. But anyway. Words of affirmation, I feel like you like it, but you don't need it. Do you know what I'm saying?
You're guessing, so I'm not going to help you out.
I'm going to say first, your top one is acts of service.
Okay, what's the
second one? And I would say your second one is, like, quality time.
Good guesses. My first one is acts of service.
Oh my God,
really? My second one is receiving gifts. But it's because...
I guessed acts of service because I know that you appreciate when people, like, do things for you.
I like it, but I would never ask for that.
Yeah.
That's how I love people, is I do shit for them.
But you also would love that in return. Like, people doing shit without you asking.
Quick side story, actually. I hope this information doesn't get into the wrong hands. But, like, when I'm at home in my apartment...
It's to everyone now.
I have two roommates. And we all rarely ever see each other because they're so busy. One is an engineer and the other one is in the medical field. So they're both super swamped with work.
Yeah.
And because I was out of work for a little bit and I'm out of school, I graduated... While I'm at home, I clean. So it's like I sit there and I clean. And like if there's dishes in the sink, my biggest thing is if there's dishes and I'm washing dishes, I wash all the dishes, whether they're mine or... Because I'm like, I don't like wasting soap and the water. I'm like, I'm going to squeeze it out and then you're going to come put more. I'm like, it's a waste.
And also, like, what? I'm going to clean and then it's still going to be dirty. If I'm cleaning, I'm going to
Exactly. And when I wash dishes, I clean the sink as well. I clean all of it so I can go leave and everything's fine. So yesterday I was like, I wonder what would happen. And I ate kind of late at night, which I don't normally do. And I put like my bowl in the sink. And my roommate had the left side of the sink, all of it was full with like stuff that she'd cooked. And I was like, I'm going to leave this, see what happens. I wake up in the morning, her dishes are gone, my bowl is there. I was like, cool, great.
Cool.
I was like, yep, I forgot that we are different people. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, okay.
It would have been nice if she
It would have been great.
I mean, it's one bowl.
Yep, there was a fork, but I was like, really?
Me and my roommate, it's actually this exact situation, but we do that, but we do for each other. So, like, if I had left my bowl, she would have.
But that's because your roommate is super sweet. Can't see.
Awesome.
You could have asked me if she does that, and I would be like, yeah, for sure. She seems like the type of person.
I would have mirrored whatever she would have done.
Exactly.
So, like, if she was a different person and she, like, didn't clean my dishes one day, I'd be like, okay, so we're not that type of roommate.
Exactly.
And I will never clean her dishes again.
Oh, I would still do it.
But because it's like, I'm not gonna, because in my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna do something for you that you wouldn't do for me. Mm-hmm. And also, she, like, so sweet. I love her to death. But if she was a different person and she, you know, we weren't as close or whatever, it's like, I don't know you from Adam. I'm not going to do your shit for you. And then you do nothing for me. And I barely see you anyway. So it's like, what do I owe you? Nothing. Jesus. God.
Control your mindset.
I got a little passionate right now.
Yeah. So acts of service I really like. And I was trying to figure out, because to me, the secondary receiving gifts, I was like, that sounds so like shallow. But I'm like, the way that something that is very consistent in my life is a lot of the times people who know me really well know that I put my whole self in my work, and it's very hard. If I get into a groove, you won't see me for days. I won't eat for days. I won't move for days. And then people are like, are you alive? I'm like, yes, and I finished the work. And they're like, okay. So one thing like my sister used to do that I think is so sweet and cute. I don't drink a lot of water, but when I was a kid, I'd be like, sister, can you bring me some water? And she would see that I was working, and then I know she doesn't like doing stuff for people, but she would be like, here you go. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. And so like we had like a thing in our house where it's like if one of our siblings asked us for a bottle of water, they're like, we would use it as a bargain system, kind of like, did you give me a bottle of water last time? But I still think it's super nice, like when people do things for me when they know that I'm super busy. It really halts my day, because normally I'm like very emotionless. I'm like, I gotta make sure everybody's okay. And then if people are like, oh, here's your favorite chocolate bar, I'm like, why would you do this, monster? And then I always berate the person who does something, not in like a rude way. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that?
Honestly, I kind of want to retake this test because Ceara took it very recently, but I took it not as recently. I took it a bit ago. And I am curious if it's changed, because now thinking about it as we're here, I almost want to say that acts of service should be higher.
That's why I think
on my list.
That's why I said acts of service for
like
you. Or gifts. Either one. There's a lot of how many questions are there?
Because I guess in my head,
16?
I don't know how many questions. There's 8 questions. But just on that same note, I guess had an impression that these things don't change, because the words of affirmation thing, I've been that way since I was little, you know?
Yeah.
So when I got the results of this quiz and I saw that was the top one, I was like, oh, okay. So that's just who
you are forever.
That's just me. But in recent times, because I love that shit, like when people do things for you or just like plan something or give you something or
but that's
anything without you
crazy.
Asking, because I don't want to have to tell you
all the time
all the things that I like we've been like, if we're together, I'm an open book. You know what I like and what I don't like. I don't want to have to tell you to do things for me, because I mean Ceara knows this, but I will do things without even a question. Like I'll think of it like right now, if I thought, oh, I should get this person a thing, I'll go right after we film, I'll buy it at the store and I'll give it to them. Like, I don't think about it. I just do it.
Yeah, I'm very much the same way. Like, when I give gifts, a lot of the times it's like small things. I never do it for like an event or like because something happened. Normally, I'm like a random gift giver, especially if I'm like out at the store already. I'm like, oh, I feel like this person would like this. Or someone who I know, because I love to give gifts. Like the first time I met one of my roommates, one of them I've lived with for a year now, and the other one is new, and I've only known her for like maybe 4 or 5 months.
Right.
And when she first moved in, I was already gonna get my older roommate. What? The roommate I knew more.
Yeah.
I was already gonna get that one ice cream. Or cookies, because I was going to Cookie Munchers. Shout out. We haven't talked about them in a long time. We haven't been because freaking 2020 trying to get hot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And also money.
Also
trying
money.
to save that cash.
Yeah. So I was getting my roommate a cookie and I was like, oh, this new girl might like a cookie. So I was like, I'll get her a cookie as well. And I put it outside and then I was getting ready to go to bed because it was super late and they were both gone. And then I heard her come in and she was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, whatever that sound was, it like triggered my heart. And I was like, oh, wow, I like doing nice things for people.
So
but
cute.
only when it's unexpected. Because I'm like, if you're expecting it, it means nothing to me. I'm like, all right.
Okay, I'm done.
What'd you get?
Quality time.
Quality time? Is that what you guessed you would get? I don't remember.
No, I thought I would get acts of service, but I guess not.
But I guess not.
Also, why are they suggesting a bracelet to me?
It's a gift giving. That's another thing that they do to capitalize on the love languages is to get gifts for people.
Did you have to pay for your quiz on the actual
5 language
site?
No, for 5 love languages. I'm sorry, I did say you have to pay. No, you have to put in like your email, your name, and all that. And I know a lot of people don't want to do that.
Okay, well, in case you want to do that one gives you
like rankings
of your top, second, third, whatever. I'll put that link in the description too in case you want to take that one.
Yes. All right, are you ready to so
for our
comment
game.
Take the quizzes, whichever one you want to do, maybe take both, and let us know
what you
got, because I want to know. Now, you want to play a game?
Yes, I do, because this is what I'm most excited about.
Okay. So I watch a show called Always Open, which is it's kind of like a podcast sort of thing on Rooster Teeth, which is like a gaming company.
Yeah. And
before they actually get into their topics, they do a game called Cupidity. And it's where they answer like stupid questions about love that they collected from eHarmony.
Oh, that's
and
cute.
I always want to answer them. So I was like, they have a list of like 100. No, it's like 300.
We should do that with like Hinge.
Yes, we're gonna. The list has like 300, and we only have 12 from the list. We have time.
Oh, I love it.
So we're gonna answer these questions. These are just ones that I thought were related to Valentine's Day, and I think they tell you about people. But instead of us just answering the questions, we're gonna say the question and guess for each other.
Oh my god! Wait, it's one of those games where like a couple sits and
like a newly-wed game.
They have like a whiteboard and then I
wanted to get whiteboards, but I was like, we were strapped for time.
We also don't film these.
I know, that's another thing. I was like, we don't film them, so. Yeah,
I want to.
It's
eventually
fine.
Someday.
Nope, not unless we get 50 interns.
So how do you want to do this? Do you want to read the question?
Yes, read the question, and then whoever reads the question, the other person is going to guess for them first.
So I'll go first.
Go ahead. Oh wait, that means I got to answer for you.
First question: do you think someone's choice?
Wait, hold on. Did you write down your answers so that the reason I wanted us to write it so that we couldn't lie and be like, actually. So it's like you lock it in.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
The first question, do you think someone's choice of footwear can say a lot about them?
I think you would say yes. And actually, you would want it to be a very big part of their wardrobe because you care about
I did say,
like the way that they dress.
I did say yes, and let me explain just quickly. I say yes because I think in general, the way somebody puts themselves together says a lot about them, like whether they're like a lazy person or they care about their looks or they don't care about their looks and things like that. And looks aren't everything, okay? But I think it also says something about your mental state. Like if somebody is walking around if somebody's walking around looking homeless and they're not homeless.
Unless that's their brand.
But if they're not homeless and they look homeless, like, are you okay?
That's a deal breaker for you?
It's not well, actually, maybe it is.
I think it is for you.
It is because, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you fine?
And you're someone who you dress so nicely, so.
And I dress like I'm going.
You dress nicely. Don't even try to. No, go ahead.
I'm kind of in the sporty, like, comfort
athleisure
vibe.
Is what they call it.
Or whatever. Anyway, I've fallen into the trap before of somebody who like doesn't exactly take care of themselves, but I think that like I can help them and like make them better. And now I'm like, absolutely not. You need to give a shit about yourself for me to give a shit about you. Anyway.
All right. That's 1 point for you.
Yeah.
Or for me.
Wait, do I have to guess for you now? Or are we going? Okay. I think you would say no.
You think I would say no?
Wait,
I was giving you... No, you lose the point. I was about to check it off and give you a point. Of course I care about the footwear.
Why?
If you're wearing Jesus sandals, boy, you better backtrack that up.
Oh, wait, I forgot that you hate those shoes. If you're a man wearing
Birkenstocks, boy, you gotta go.
Oh, he goes to like open mics and reads poetry.
Ugh,
That's that
I don't
dude.
want any.
You don't like poetry,
First of all, closed-toed shoes, preferably. Secondly,
what is it with guys and like their toenails? They like cannot seem to get it together.
That's why I'm like, close it up. I don't want to know.
They cannot get it together.
They don't want to. They think they can just walk around with these brown talons curling under their foot, and I'm like, boy, you got it to handle it. Handle it.
Okay.
Ugh. One of my favorite comedians, by the way, admits to biting his toenails, by the way.
Oh.
What in the toe jam nonsense are you doing?
I used to do that when I was little.
Are you crazy?
When I was little. Oh, jeez.
No.
When I was young, I used to.
Shannon,
I know it's disgusting.
I wanted to give you a point. Of course I care about shoes.
I don't know what made me say no. Okay, you're reading the
next
one.
I'm reading. Next one. Would you ever consider hiring a detective to find out if someone is cheating on you? So would I.
I don't think you would, because you yourself are a detective. So why would you need to hire somebody?
Correct
so
answer.
I'm going to say no.
Correct. I wrote never in a million years. Not because I can do the research, but if I think you're cheating on me, we're not together. If I have to question if you're cheating, we're not together.
If it's even a thought in your head.
Exactly. Like if I think you're cheating, we are not in a relationship. Bye.
Interesting take. What do you think for me?
For you, I would say no, because you are somebody who's very meticulous about your money, and this is not a place you would put it.
Yeah. I also said no, not for that reason. But I feel like if I would not be able to like hold it in me long enough for the detective to give me the results. You know, like you would hire because in my mind I was thinking about this. I'm like, I would hire the person and then I'd have to sit there and wait for him to do his whole case, all his discovery, and then come back to me. By the time he came back, I would have already blown up the fight and we would have hashed it out. Like I would have gone to my boyfriend and been like, are you cheating on me? Tell me. And then it's like I wasted my money. So I don't think I'd be able to.
That's still a point because you talked about wasting money.
Okay,
nailed it.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Okay,
you weren't gonna get, girl. I
like
earned
this
it.
game. Okay, 3. Is your ideal partner thoughtful, charming, reserved, or wealthy? This was hard for me.
This was also hard for me to answer, but I think your answer is. Your answer is very apparent to me, and I think it's easy. Yours is thoughtful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was between thoughtful and wealthy.
You were going to pick wealthy?
No, I would never have actually chosen it, but I was like... I
never even thought you would look at that one. You'd be like, okay, charming or thoughtful?
I was
reserved or thoughtful?
I was thinking about it because recently I'm putting together this list of all the places I want to travel.
And you need a man to support your dreams.
I'm just kidding.
No.
But there was honestly, after a little bit, I'm like, there's not even a question. Thoughtful.
Duh.
I think for you, it's charming.
See, if you're losing the game, why would I be with someone who's like me? If I'm flirtatious and they're flirtatious, we're not in it. No, I put thoughtful. Acts of service. Hello.
Whatever. Charming can be acts of service too.
No, because charming people are liars. They get you the thing to.
God.
No, I don't want to be with someone who's like me. Shannon.
Damn it, I'm losing. You're winning.
Oh, of course.
What's the points?
The point. You have 1 point.
Ugh, and you have 3.
We've done 3.
Okay.
Redeem yourself. Okay. Are you ready? Am I reading?
Yes.
Okay. Would you ever correct your partner for seriously misusing or mispronouncing a word?
I'm going to say yeah.
What do you mean you're going to say? That's the only answer.
I'm going to say yes, you would.
Yes.
For sure. You do that with me now.
I do it with everyone. I do it with dogs, animals, trees, humans. I'm like, come on now.
There was an Instagram post. There was an Instagram post and I sent it to her. And I don't know if you guys have seen it because it might have been a viral video or something. But it was of a French bulldog looking at like a
student like typing,
like his owner or whatever typing, and like was intently watching the computer screen, like line for line. You can see his head like moving with the line, and I guess she typed something wrong, and the dog starts barking at
like shoving his face into the screen.
Like and in my head, I imagine Ceara speaking and like, "Are you kidding me? That's not how you spell that word." So I sent it to her, and I was like, "If you ever had an animal, and which she would never get a dog, but if you ever had an animal, it would be this."
I might. Who knows?
You refuse to let me get a dog
because I don't want to deal with it. If I'm just ready to get a dog, I'll get a dog.
But if it's my dog, you don't
I don't. I have to live with it. We're roommates.
Anyway,
for that answer, by the way, I wrote 1,000%.
1,000%.
Yes.
What do you think about me?
For you? Yeah, I said yes.
I would, but
not in like a rude way. Yeah. Or not because you're like, oh my God.
That's exactly what I
you would do it because you're like, oh, babe, that's not exactly how you use that word. But
honestly, what happens usually is the person asks me if they said it right, and then I'm like, oh, you didn't, but it's fine. I knew what you were trying to say.
I knew what you meant, person. I'm like, full stop. Did you just say?
Okay. Next one. So I have 2 points now.
Yes.
I'm coming up. Well, not really.
Coming on up.
I'm
It's fine. If your goal is you have to get at least 10. That means you can't miss any more because there's 12.
Jesus. Okay.
Oof. If you don't get 10,
okay.
Moving on.
Is there such thing as
What? Wait, is that the next one?
Yes, it is.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Is there such thing as too many muscles on a man?
For you, the answer is yes. Even though you like giant men, there is such a thing as too many, right?
Yes, there is. I hate those guys.
You don't like big beefy dudes.
I like bear people.
Yeah, like you like them with muscly, but like with a little bit of flub, just a little bit.
Yeah, like I don't like those competition dudes that have every like,
and then they tan from the neck down and leave the white face.
You know when like the muscle is so pronounced that you see like a little like veins and strands of the muscle through his skin. I'm like, your skin is so close to the fibers of your muscle that it comes through your skin. Like that to me is gross. Like I want somebody who's strong. Yeah, I like bears.
I don't know. Why did you think I wouldn't get that? Do you think I don't know you? We spend almost every waking moment together.
I like muscular men.
I know that.
So I don't know. I would rather, honestly, I would rather somebody be like large and like a little tubby than be like competition style dude.
Makes sense.
Tubby is such a bad word. I hate that.
Why?
I don't know.
That's a fun word. I like it.
A cute word.
Tubby tummy.
Tubby tummy.
What's my answer?
I like it. I just like someone who can like cuddle me.
What's my answer?
Yes.
I said yes?
Yeah.
Yes. I wrote, yes, I like him at any size, but I want him to have a little jiggle.
I like him at any size. We're similar then.
Yes.
With what we like, which we've talked about this.
Yes.
So you like bear people?
Yeah.
But you don't like hair.
Are you? I want them to.
I'm just kidding. I brought that up because remember that.
Yes, I remember. I think about it all the time.
Another post that I sent her of this dude who was.
But you sent it as a joke.
I sent it as a joke because I thought it was disgusting. Gross.
He was getting his back waxed, wasn't he?
Yes. Oh no! It was somebody was going. You know those like old timey shavers. Yeah. Like for the face. Somebody was doing that, but like on his back, like he was at a barber and the barber was like shaving his neck of all the hair that he had. Yeah, that is where I draw the line.
No, I love hairy men.
I like hair too.
I want a Jew at any point in time.
I like hairy men as well, but there's a limit. Anyway,
I mean, I would feel sad for our children because boy, oh boy, are they
especially
screwed.
If you have a girl.
Oh, I mean, if they're anything like their mother, they're already screwed. So
poor thing.
But anyway.
Okay.
Am I reading this one?
Yes.
Okay, next one is, wait, did you get a point? You did. Excellent. Would you lie to keep your significant other from going to jail? This is the only one.
No.
This is the only one I hesitated for you, by the way.
For me?
For me?
I hesitated for myself.
I will get to you.
For you, no.
I would not lie.
That you wouldn't lie. I feel like you would contemplate lying. Like you would want to lie and then you would do it. Like you could maybe do it, but then you'd regret it afterward and go back to the police officer.
You nailed it. Your explanation nailed it.
Like Yeah.
I was about to give you half a point.
You would do it, and then you'd go back and be like, you know what, guys?
You know what?
You know what? I was gonna help him, but no. I can't.
I wrote, for my answer, if we have kids, yes. If we don't have kids, then probably not.
Why if you have kids? Oh, so that he sticks around for the kids?
If he's good enough to be the father of my children, then I gotta stick through it. If he's just some random old nobody, I'm leaving. Bye.
Bye. I don't need to
have fun in jail. For you, I said, see, I feel like our answers would be similar. Would you lie to keep it significant?
I hesitated.
You're a ride or die. You're ride or die, so I'm going to say yes.
I wouldn't.
You said no?
I wouldn't.
No.
Because I was, okay, but also I'll give you, honestly, I can give you half a point if you want, because I was I was also teetering, because it's true, I am ride or die. And my initial response was, yeah, fucking absolutely. But then I started thinking, I'm like, what if his crime was like, he was a murderer? Or what if he like assaulted somebody?
That's why the kids would change
or
it for
what
me.
If like, I don't know, what if he did like something that somebody had done to me in the past? Like, I would never, you know? I couldn't.
You would, just so you're saying no.
Because
if it's a bad crime. What if it's like petty car theft? Or like he had to break into a car?
Why the fuck are you stealing a car?
No, like he stole something from a car.
Thinking about it just makes me angry, so no. I would not lie. Like, who
what the hell are you stealing from a car for?
First of all, you will never catch me with somebody who has even a chance of going to jail, because that's not the crowd I run with. Okay. But, and also I don't want to be with a criminal.
Oh.
And if you decide to commit a crime, like you think, because as soon as you lie, you're an accomplice. And you think I'm going to go to jail for you? Well, I mean, I would break up with him regardless.
Oh.
If you're going
not
to jail,
as ride or die as I thought.
Because that's something else. Like, that's like criminal action. And I don't want to be with a criminal. I don't want to be associated with a criminal. So it's like.
But what if you end up with a person who already has committed a crime?
I wouldn't.
All right. But what if you don't find that out till later? You're not doing like background checks like a job. Like, fill out this application. What do you really think?
Have you ever committed a crime?
All right. So I don't get a point. Damn it.
In that case,
no, don't give me fake points.
No, I'm not. In that case, if I found out later on in life, it would depend on what the crime was. You know?
Rape.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
I would report him myself.
He already went to jail. He was already committed.
I would report him again. I'd be like, this man bamboozled me.
Oh, God. I need a lawyer.
And I would seriously, if that happened to me, I would have a serious reflection on myself. I'd be like, how could I have been with somebody who would do something like that? Absolutely.
Anywho. All right.
That, honestly, I am super ride or die, but when it comes to like crime,
I really think
I have a very thin threshold.
Damn it.
Okay.
Am I reading? I've already forgotten.
What?
Who's reading?
Me.
You? Okay.
Girl, I got you. With the right person, how long could you sustain a long distance relationship?
I'm answering for you, right?
I have to answer for you.
No, you read it, so I'm answering.
Why are you forgetting your setup? This is your game, girl.
I don't know, because now I'm in the zone.
Okay.
I answer for you. Yeah. So with the right person, how long could you? Okay. Well, first of all, if it's with the right person, that's key for you. Did you put a number?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, you don't have to get exact, but
I'm going to say probably for like a year before you start questioning, like, all right, now when are we gonna put this together?
Yeah, you get a point.
Yes, what'd you write?
My exact words were, honestly, 6 months to a year, tops. I want to say 2 years, but it would.
I was gonna say 2.
Really
that was my first answer. I thought really about it because you like the communication and like the closeness.
Firstly, I've been in a long distance relationship before, and I hated it. It was like the worst thing. But that person wasn't the right person. So if it was the right person, 6 months, I would be sad. I would be like, please, when will this end?
Please.
a year, like you said, I'd be like, okay,
when are we?
Are you like coming to me? Am I going to you? Like, what's going on?
Are we flashing back to the previous question? Are you wealthy? You're coming to visit me?
Is this not working? Like, and at 2 years, I'm telling you right now.
No, I was about to say 2. I was like, 2 years is way too long.
At 2 years, can you?
Yes.
2
maybe
years. 6 months feels like 2 years.
I'm
just in life. So imagine if it was like away from the love of your life. I would. No.
Wow.
At 2 years, if I'm still in a long distance relationship, we're either getting it together or we're like it's over. Maybe. I don't know. I feel that. It depends. But I would be seriously contemplating like what's going on. Yeah. You know?
Oof.
Next question.
No, you didn't answer for me.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead. You just said you got the same. You said a year. You told me that.
No, I said I feel that.
Oh. You wouldn't do a long distance relationship. Wait.
What's the question?
But also, you're the type of person that you don't need to be like on the person all day. Like, we're opposite in that way. No, I mean, you don't need to be, like, with that person all the time.
Please get this question right. Otherwise, I will murder you.
I don't know. An exact time? Did you put an exact amount of time?
No.
I feel like however long was necessary, maybe. Like, for you each to, like, achieve your goals. Like, I feel like you're the type of person who would...
That's great. I like that sentence. However long to achieve your goals.
Like, because you're the type of person you would never, like, stop somebody from doing... Like, if it was what they really wanted, like, you wouldn't say, no, you have to stay because of me. Like, you know? Like, you would let them... I wouldn't
be friends with people who say that. Yes, I'll give you a point. What I wrote was a long-ass time. I wouldn't like the travel, but I like the distance part.
Because you're someone who wants to sleep in separate rooms.
Yes.
So
separate homes. I want you to be down the block.
You don't want to even live together, which I want to live together.
It causes too many issues.
You know,
think about like having a roommate and then they have to do the little things, and I have little things. I'm like, why did you almost close the toothpaste, but it was like not closed? Why would you do that?
Definitely would do that.
But also, like, why would anyone do that? I would be so upset. I would literally be driven insane by that thing. And I know that if they can do that,
the little
there's
pet
more.
peeve things.
Yes, I have a lot.
Okay.
All right, question. I'm reading the next one.
Yeah.
When you're feeling sad, which is more comforting to you? Food, sex, exercise, or music?
I'm answering
You're answering for me? Good luck. To help you, I had a tie between 2, but I chose 1.
When you're feeling sad, well, I know you exercise and you get out anger that way. So I feel like I want to say exercise, but music is like your lifeblood. I mean, you love food, but like, come on.
Notice crowd how she didn't say sex. # virgin life.
Well, I know that you're a virgin. Honestly, I feel like what I will say is once you are no longer a virgin.
You don't know me.
Sex will get up on that list.
You don't know me.
I'm just listening, okay? Damn, I don't know. When you're feeling sad, which is most comforting to you? Music.
You nailed all of it. Point for you, because I wrote tie between music and exercise, but final answer music. I was going based off of if I'm angry, I exercise. But if I'm sad, I don't want to exercise. I get so upset. I'm like,
yeah.
Music is the only thing that helps me and would actually change my mood.
Perfect. What about me?
For you, I was stuck between 2.
Okay.
I was stuck between 3.
Remember.
I was stuck between 3.
I can't remember my thought process.
If you're feeling
on this
sad,
one.
no, I was stuck between 2. I would say for you, music.
I wrote 2 down. So
I would have said music or food.
Okay, you get a point.
Yeah,
that's what I said. I said food and music.
Yeah, I know.
Because I eat so much when I'm sad.
I was at your house once when you were happy, and you had like 7 bagels. I was like, girl, how many? And you just kept getting up. I was like, why are you eating so many bagels?
Because I'm a really bad snacker. Like, if I have snacks in my house, I will eat them all. And my family knows this. Like, at home, I'll get like a bag of chips and I'll sit on the couch and I'll eat the whole thing.
I feel
on
that.
purpose, not even
On
without
purpose.
realizing it.
No,
Like
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Like I know it's gonna happen, and I don't care.
No. Yeah, you're a snacker,
like
and you do the thing.
Yeah.
You do the snack people thing. They do this. They go, like when they're eating, they go, I'm like, well, you don't need to make a sound.
That's why when like I'm trying to eat healthy, I don't buy snacks, or like I'll buy one snack or two snacks.
It's technically like a jazz sort of musical number.
Anyway, I like that song.
Yes.
Okay, next question. Do you think a straight man and straight woman can truly be just friends?
I'm answering for you. Your answer is yes. I think you would say yes.
You get a point, but I have a caveat to this. I think for sure if the two people have known each other from like birth, but there's a thing that could happen where like the guy's been in love with her since they were little.
Why not the girl?
Well, either way,
One
but
of
in
the
my head
people.
I'm thinking of like a rom-com, which is always the guy is the one who fucking.
No, it's always the girl who liked the guy for the whole time, and he was like messing around, and she didn't want to say. Because guys will tell you, they'll be like, "I like you."
No, there's one movie I'm thinking of that I was thinking of. It's oh man, it's like a high school movie. And Peyton Panettiere was in it. He had a picture of her over his bed.
She's out of my league? No, that's not Hayden Panettiere.
It was like a movie, and like they graduate high school, and he gives a speech when he graduates. I watched it.
I love you, Beth, whatever her last name is.
I was thinking of that.
I love
movie.
you, Beth.
Something.
I don't know her last name.
I think it is possible, especially if they've known each other their whole lives. But I think inevitably they're gonna have sex at least once.
Oh, okay.
Whether they're just friends or not, like one night they're gonna get drunk and they're gonna have sex.
Oh.
As a girlfriend, if I found out that my boyfriend had like a girlfriend
who's like his best friend,
I would definitely be concerned.
Mm.
So I don't know what that says about me. Because as me now, if it's not related to my own personal life, I'm like, yeah, for sure. But then if my boyfriend had a best friend that was a girl, I would be like, who is she? Is she like a lesbian? Or
is she like a lesbian?
Like, does she like guys? Like, have you guys? I'd probably
That's
have you guys slept together? Like, what's
the situation?
Because as soon as I know what the situation is, I'll be fine. But my initial reaction would be like, For you, I think you would say yes.
What's the question? Do you think it's Shannon? Do you know who I am?
Wait, no, you would say no. You would say no. You would say no.
Are you? All I wrote was no, and especially not me. No. If I have any kind of interest or anything in common with you, I like you. No. The answer is no.
What is wrong with me today?
Shannon,
I'm off today. I'm so off.
I don't think they can be. Oh, my only caveat, for me, always going to be no. But for other people, if you're older, the answer is always yes. Because they're like, I've been married for 17 years. I don't care. Or like 30 years or whatever. Mm-hmm. They're like, I've known this woman through work. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And they're wrinkly. So there's no stakes. So
what? You know that you get more horny when you get older?
The men do not. It's opposite. Women's sex drive goes up at 40. Men's goes down starting at like 35.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tough.
That's because the universe is trying to tell us something. Stop having children, you hoes. And then they're trying to make the women have some sort of pleasure at the end of their lives.
And then they go to like a old people home and they
get chlamydia and syphilis.
And they like swing and have orgies. And...
yeah. Wow. Yeah. So my answer is always no to that question. That's why I like movies like Friends with Benefits or things like that, because I know I'm like, that's fun to think about.
Oh my god, the one with Mila Kunis is my favorite one.
It's the best one. Mm-hmm. Next one.
Oh wait, but there's one on Netflix called Sleeping with Other People, and that movie was really good. That was really good. Similar to like Friends with Benefits, but they are like each other's wing people, and they like help each other find people to sleep with. I don't know.
It's kind of like he's just not that into you.
The guy who was in that movie with Jennifer Aniston of like it was like a comedy, and
Adam Sandler?
No. No.
Oh, you really hate him in all his movies.
Yeah. I don't like Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
although I saw the one that he did with Jennifer Aniston and I actually liked it.
I haven't seen it. It's
but
called
his movie coming
Just Go
out
With It.
soon that he's like a mob boss or something.
Oh, I heard it's really good.
I'm like, why are you even trying to do anything other than
because he's
comedy?
an actor. How dare you?
I don't like him even as a comedian.
Okay.
And you think he's gonna? And
all right,
the trailer for it, he looked.
That's the point.
Awful.
He's supposed to be like a skeezy Jew. He nailed it.
Anyway,
well, you weren't keeping points, by the way.
So yeah,
I don't
sleeping
remember.
with other people, you're winning.
I know, but I need to know the number.
You've gotten all of them right.
No, I've gotten like 2 wrong.
The date one, like I gave you half a point. The date one, I gave you half a point. The 7 you didn't get right.
No,
wait, no,
7 I got that right to the number.
Never mind.
Anywho, yes. So the last question: which is more important in your life, passion or happiness?
This was really hard for me to answer.
For me?
For me, for myself.
Oh. Okay.
For you, I mean, I feel like I have the right answer, but I'm probably wrong because I've gotten all of this shit wrong.
Don't be wrong.
I'm answering for you, so I'm gonna say happiness.
Shannon,
what? You love
why do
being
I
happy.
work so hard?
You love being happy.
You can't be passionate and not happy. When have you ever gone after your passions? And not been happy? If it's something you care about.
But at the end of the day, it's happiness.
But my passion is what makes me happy. I'm passionate in general. That's why I stand out.
I know.
Come on, Shannon.
Passion.
It's passion.
Damn it. I was thinking of the end goal.
My end goal is to complete my goals, which is my passion.
And you would be happy.
But I was happy before then.
Oh my God. My thought process makes sense. At the end of the day, you're going to be happy. Regardless of anything you do. It's important for you to be happy. You want to be nice to people so that people are happy.
But I
want to
be before the passion. What? I was already happy before. So I need something else because you can't be happy forever. You need extracurricular things. I see what you're saying, kind of. Shannon, who am I? How could you not say passion? I'm the most passionate person.
You are very passionate. But I was thinking of like your life, like what you want from life, which is just like happiness. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So I
get it.
My thought process was there, okay? Even if it was the wrong answer, but my thought process made sense.
Which is more important in your life? For you, I would say passion, because you're somebody who you want the effort, you want the work, you want somebody to make you feel like you're special, and that's passion, and passion is love, and that's what you want. Yeah. Shannon Perez, why?
I'm sorry. I feel really bad.
Why do you feel bad? It's a digital game? And if this was the deal breaker for me to leave.
I feel bad because I know all the answers to these questions, but I thought of them in the wrong way. So then I got all of them wrong. This is awful.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Next time we have a quiz, I'm going to come back with a fury. And I'm going to get all of them right.
Okay.
So mark my words.
Dang. We should have. I wonder if anybody guessed right or wrong for either of us, and they were guessing, they're like, oh, for sure your mom, she's gonna be like, that's easy, and then she probably got all of them right.
Oh, probably. My aunt probably too.
Dang.
I'm very easy to decipher. I don't think I'm that difficult.
I think people think I'm more difficult than I am. Which is why for all the answers, I'm like, no, I'm like, don't go crazy. Just back it up.
That's why I got all of them wrong. Probably.
Well, then that means you don't know me. You don't know that what I give to the people is not what I'm expecting in return. I'm hard on people because it's fine. I can take the hits too, but they're still nice. And I'm like, all right, cool.
I know you.
Most people know me. It's not that difficult. I have a lot of pet peeves and I like people. That's all you need to know. And I work a lot.
False. You have more facets than that.
And I work a lot. That's it.
There's more to you than just that.
No.
Okay?
Not really.
Yes, there is. We just talked about all these little nuances of your shit. There's a lot more to you than just that.
The jail one, I didn't like that question. But I was like, it's very telling of a person. I did not know you were so against
crime.
Yeah. But
it's crime.
I mean, but a crime, people can be reformed. I'm definitely a people change, but second chances.
I understand. I understand that people can change after like committing a crime, but depending on the crime, I have no tolerance. I'm like, what? Like if they were like a teenager and they stole some shit and now they're like 35, it's like, okay, you're fine. Like it was a mistake. Fine. Like it was a mistake that you made when you were a kid, like something like that. But if it's more serious, like a murder or like a drug related thing or something like that, I don't want that in my life. Like I don't want that possibility or like that personality or that whatever it is.
I just didn't know that.
I don't need that.
Because everybody knows I'm very like hardcore against drugs, but I didn't know you were like hardcore against crime. I didn't know that was a thing.
People that I hate. Ugh.
All right. This guys. Was a great episode.
That was interesting.
I love, from my perspective, I'm like,
we learned that I suck and I overthink everything.
I hope, family, if you were playing and you knew the answers, if you did it, we're fighting. Next time I see you on site, you know what to do.
Next time I just need to not overthink. I was thinking too much. Because I really wanted to get it right, so I was like really thinking. And
but I mean, for me, the question for you, I was like, yeah, yes, no, yeah, this is what she would want. I'm very upset that I didn't say, I should have written your answers down because I had the date question. I had it. And I was like, oh,
I don't want to think.
Anyway,
thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed the little game.
Yes.
Questions,
and tell us don't forget, tell us your love language.
And did you guess any of our answers correctly?
Yes, tell me.
Let me know. Because maybe you guys know us even from just listening to these past 15 episodes. Well, this is 16, but listening to our past episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe you know us better than we know ourselves.
Truly.
I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you guys for listening so much.
Don't forget
to head over to our Instagram, double.distraction.pod. Give us a follow. Again, we put all our updates on there for new episodes and things like that. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when our new episodes come up.
Always Wednesday at midnight, just so you know.
Always Wednesday at midnight. We'll see you there because we never sleep.
Hello.
So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. Peace.
Oh no.